Good evening. My name is Kim Marie DiDonato, and this evening I will be doing some vocal warm-ups for my students from Family Music Center in Waterbury. First, I'm going to start out with lip trills. Lip trills are my favorite, just for the fact that they relax your entire face, not just your vocal folds. I mean, they're wonderful for your vocal folds, but so they relax the tension that's in your vocal folds, and then your throat, your jaw. If there's any tension in your jaw, it will relax that. If there's any tension in your mouth, in your lips, in your cheeks, in your face, it literally just starts to relax everything, because determining how much of your range that you do the lip trills, it should conquer every bit, which means it'll conquer every part of your face, especially if you're going from, say, your lower chest voice to your highest part in your head voice. Okay? So if you do not know how to do a lip trill, first try a horse trollof. If any of you folks that are my age or older, I'm showing my age, if you remember Mr. Ed, and how, okay, or just think of any kind of horse, where they just kind of do that little trollof with their lips, with their mouth, and it's just, okay, that should be easy enough for you. Then add a pitch to it. So something as simple as C. So middle C, and just add that one pitch to your lip trill, and it should go. Okay, if you can get that, then try to go up the scale. I would just try the 5 notes for a first try. We are just doing, okay, try that, and that should be easy. That's my short lip trills, where it's just, okay. If that's easy enough for you, come right in then. Okay, so what I would like to do is actually start a little bit lower. If there's anybody who's altos or tenors or bass, obviously sopranos, we will get there. But it's always good to try out the lip trills in your lower range, because lip trills are also wonderful in showing your extension of your range. So even if you can't hit those high notes or those low notes in your regular vocal warm-ups with consonants and different vowels, you should be able to hit that in your lip trill. Okay? If you can hit it in your lip trill, then it's showing you what your potential is for eventually hitting that with the regular warm-ups using whatever consonant or vowel you prefer. Hope that makes sense. Okay, so I will be starting from A flat, below middle C. another trick that should help, if your nose is itchy in any way, shape, or form, like mine is, like I'm ready to just itch it right now, that means you're actually doing your lip trills correctly. So that's fantastic. Also, right now I'm stopping at the F sharp major chord above the treble C. It's also very good to make sure you have water. As right now I'm already starting to feel a little dry, which means I'm dehydrated, which you will constantly feel while you are singing. You may also even feel that you have the need to yawn. And that's because as you are singing, you're utilizing more oxygen, which means your body yawning is literally telling you you need more oxygen. So here's my water. Excuse me for that. Also, as we are up higher, it would be wise to take a larger intake of a breath. So if you can breathe for 4 beats before actually starting the higher lip trills, that should help you a lot more, okay? Instead of doing and just doing your regular lip trills, okay? Because if you do that, which I can show right now, it's fine, but I can also hear that I would probably fare better if I take a longer intake of breath to support my pitch, basically. I don't know if you can hear how much better that felt for me, or if it sounded better to you. Obviously in person it's always different versus a video or over a phone or over any of these social media, able to talk like Zoom and Google Hangouts and whichever. There's many, which is fantastic, but the lag makes it a little hard, doesn't it? So anyways, I'm gonna go start at the G major chord now. Now also I'm starting to have trouble, one, because I actually didn't do my breathing techniques before I started this. I should have. And I usually do the paper or I do the hiss. And I practice either the longer intakes or the short intakes, because both will help in benefiting you for whatever song you're about to sing. Also, it will help if you take a really long breath, and it would help me a lot more if I was standing up, because then I would actually be getting the most out of my diaphragm, which is right underneath your breastbone, by the way. But my keyboard is down here, so I will continue sitting, but I would definitely fare better standing, as anybody would. Okay, so take your big breath in. Okay, I'm gonna stop there. I know that many of my soprano students, they could actually go a little bit further, which is fantastic, and I applaud you. When I was in college, I absolutely was hitting those notes. Now, not so much. But that's fine. For the lower range people, I'm gonna bring it back down to middle C and go down just a little bit lower, so that you can actually benefit from this video a little bit more, so you actually get in more of your lip trills and getting hopefully the full extension of your range. also trying to extend your lower range, it would also benefit you to take a longer intake of breath as you are descending. Sorry. Forgot my B flat. I don't even think you could hear me down there. I don't think I could hear me down there. I could hear my voice, my vocal folds vibrating, but they weren't very happy that I was going so low. But sometimes you have to when you're a teacher, because you're teaching multitude of different voices, right? Okay. For lip trills, there's also medium lip trills. So those are my short lip trills. Now I do my medium ones. My medium ones are basically the normal solfege or octave scale, with just adding one more. So I'm actually adding the 9th note, or re. Okay, so it would be this going up. So I'm gonna do it with numbers first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, or in solfege. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, re, do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Now with lip trills. Excuse me. Let me take one sip of water. I can't make it. My fault. So basically you would be going to the F. F natural. Okay. So so I apologize, as my lip trills are, they're not going up there right now. One, it's a little bit late. My voice is a little tired. And I also just did multiple voice lessons and piano lessons. So aside from also taking care of my kids all day. So I hope these work out for you. If they do, please like. If they don't, I would absolutely appreciate you writing a comment so I can actually notice and see and find out what was wrong, like what didn't work. I actually didn't mention these also, and my apologies. Make sure that your teeth are not touching when you're doing your lip trills, because if you do, it'll be more constricted. So if I clenched my teeth, it would sound like this. Now with my teeth slightly open behind my lips, clenched. Hear the difference? Hear how much more resonance versus more tension, constriction, restriction, whichever word you'd prefer. It makes a difference. Also, it helps to lick your lips. So to properly lick them and then do it so that your lips are not too dry, but they're not too wet. You know, even if you have to dab at them just to make them not too wet or moist, whichever. Hopefully that makes sense also. Well, thank you for watching. Again, my name is Kim Marie DiDonato, and I work for Family Music Center in Waterbury, Connecticut. And lip trills are my favorite. I will have more videos regarding other vocal warm-ups for you. So stay tuned. Have a good night.